Okay, so to get the content between, to extract the content between open bracket and close bracket here, so the first thing we need to do is choose any column of your choice. So this is what we call column A, column B, column C, column D, and so on and so forth. And we have different rows. This is row 1, row 2, row 3. So so the first thing you need to do is choose the column of your choice. Now here I'm choosing column C. So you can decide to choose any column, but make sure you choose, you follow the process. So I'm choosing column C. The first thing we need to do to get is to get the position of the open bracket. Yeah, the open bracket. Then you need to get the position of, second step is you need to get the position of the close bracket. Now I want to get the position of the open bracket now. So how do I get the position of the open bracket? So I can use function called search. Okay, so search is taking find text. So which text, which text am I looking for? I'm looking for the open bracket. So then I will need to wrap it inside the string. This double apostrophe is what we call string. So all right, so I'm looking for this open bracket, then comma, then click on the cell that contain what we want to extract, so which is to here. All right, so the moment I click on here, this is it, it gives me A2, which is cell A2. All right, then close your bracket. So if you click enter now, it will give me the position of the open bracket. All right, the position of the open bracket is 2. So I want to get the position of close bracket now. So the same process I did to get the position of the open bracket is what I would do to get the position of the close bracket. So what did I do? I use a function called search. Okay, now I find text. Which text am I looking for? I'm looking for the close bracket. So the close bracket. Okay, so I need to wrap it inside string. Oh, sorry. So I'm looking for close bracket. Then I need to wrap it inside string. Then comma. Then I need to click on the cell that contain the content I want to extract. So which is this. So I click on this. It gives me that cell, which is cell A2 also. Then I close the bracket. Then I press enter. It will give me the position of the second of the close bracket too. So the position of the open bracket is what I have on column C. The position of the close bracket is what I have on column D. Now on column F, so I want to extract the content here. So how do I extract the content? Now there is a function called mid function. Mid function, inside mid function, we can extract the data between this open bracket and close bracket. Okay, so and how do I do mid function? Equal to then mid. So mid. So the first thing it takes, the first argument, content inside this function is called argument. So the first argument, this is taking how many argument now? It's taking, mid function is taking 3 argument, which is text, start number, and number of characters that I want to extract. Okay, start number is where do I start? Okay, where am I starting from? Okay, so now first argument text, select the cell containing data. So which cell is containing the data? So we have this cell. This is the cell that contains the data, which is A2. So I select the cell that contains data. Okay, it gives me A2. Second argument is start number. Okay, and that is the position where mid function should start extracting characters. So which is position next to open bracket. So if we look at this open bracket, the content we want to extract here is 84 /73. So the content after open bracket is what I want to, that is where I want to start from. Now to get that, I need to click on position of the bracket plus 1. So where's the position of the bracket, of the open bracket? Okay, I need to click on the position of open bracket, which is this is open bracket, position of open bracket. Okay, now plus 1. Why did I add 1 to it? Because we are not starting from open bracket, we are starting from the position of from 8, and 8 is the next content, the next character after open bracket. So that is why I'm starting from the position after open bracket. So that is why I had 1 to open bracket. Okay, comma. So now the next is, and that is our what, start number. That is where we are starting from. We are starting extracting this from 8. Okay, and how do I get 8 once again? To get the start number, select, I got the position of the open bracket, then I increment it by 1. It will give me the position of 8, which is where I want to start extracting the content. Okay, then the next thing I need to do is I need to get the number of characters. Okay, and which is the third argument. So how do we get the number of characters? To get that, we need to click on the position of open bracket plus 1. Okay, so because this content 84/73, because together, because the content is, the contents are not fixed. If we look at it, how many content are we extracting here? 84/73, which is just 245. 84/73, that's 5 characters. Now if we look at on this row 3, we see that we have several contents. 4, we have more than that. We have on this place, the content inside open bracket and close bracket is more than what we have. So because the contents that we are about to extract are not consistent, so that is why I need to select the position of the close bracket minus the position of the open bracket minus 1. Okay, so I select what is the position of close bracket here, which is D, column D. So I select the position of close bracket minus what is the position of open bracket, which is column C. I click on it, then minus 1. Why did I minus 1? It's because to get the full content inside the bracket that I'm about to extract, then when you close it now and you press enter, so we have the content. Okay, so for me to now extract this content, for me to be able to use the formula across everywhere, just click here. Click when you click on this edge, and you just continue dragging it. Okay, so if you continue dragging it, if you continue to drag it to the last content, it has extracted the content for me, the content inside bracket and open bracket and close bracket. So okay, so that is how to extract inside, the content inside bracket. So let me quickly re-explain myself what I did. So the first thing I did is I got the position of open bracket. I got it here with this formula here. Okay, I got the position of close bracket also, which is what I have on column D, which is this. Then after that, what did I do now? Okay. This is, yeah. Yeah. I got the position of open bracket, which is what I have on column C. I got the position of close bracket, which is what I have on column D. Then I use mid function. Yeah. Mid function to get the content. So, and mid function takes three parameters, which is what we call three arguments. It takes text, so it takes start number, and it takes number of character. So by doing that, you'll be able to get the content inside inside the bracket. Thank you. So let me know if you have any question.